It's like intervention time.
Intervention!
It is intervention time.
You sing the Sonic song one more time?
Oh, we gotta wait till we get to the part. Especially since I'm so far away.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Play the music.
Play it.
Woo!
Thank you, Ric Flair.
Yeah,
For the musical accompaniment.
there wasn't a lot of flair there, but there was definitely a little bit of Rick. I saw it in your eyes.
Because he wishes he had Jesse's girl.
You have been Rick-rolled.
You have been Rick Springfield.
Rolled.
Welcome to another episode of In Our Honest Opinion. This is the spoiler-filled review of... No, I'm kidding. There's no spoiler.
Super Mario Brothers.
Which we'll all have on DVD very, very soon. I know you're excited for it.
I kind of am.
I'm going to be honest. So am I. I paid more for shipping than for each one of those.
Perfect.
Each one of those DVDs.
Is Star Kid up next?
No.
Are we getting that too?
No.
You remember Star Kid?
Yes, I do remember Star Kid.
With the weird looking mouth inside the suit?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. And I'm also Will, and joining me as usual is...
Star Kid.
Man, I was going to say that. Come on.
I'm Marvin.
Okay, so are you Marvin or Star Kid?
Both.
He's Markid.
Both of them.
Both of them. Yeah,
Both of 'em.
Both of them?
Yeah.
We're bringing that back.
Both of them.
Both of them?
But did it ever really go away?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I remember that stupid poster.
And who are you again that remembers?
Not Star Kid.
Nope.
But I am Adam.
The last time they heard your voice, you were Groot.
He was Fisher Stevens.
And what? Is that the voice name?
And by the way, that guy was also on an episode of The Twilight Zone from the 80s. And then he was also...
Not what I was thinking.
He was also in Californication.
Was he?
Yeah,
No.
as like a perverted movie producer.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dude,
All right.
the things you know, or the things I know.
Yeah, no, we'll go with the things I know. Oh, I know nothing.
Jon Snow.
I drink and I know things.
Yeah.
At least somebody knows things.
And the things that you know are like asking the listeners to what now?
Go ahead and give us a 5-star rating and a written text review so we can receive Star Kid and Adam.
Californication?
Yes. Also known as Digital Hugs.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's one way to digital.
It's called that in some circles.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's a good show.
Asking for a vulgar hug rather quickly.
No, it's a good show.
You've changed.
And it's a good song.
You're not the same.
You're not the same.
What?
I'm the same as I've always been.
And you are always been the host of 31 Nights of Fright and Adam Analyzes.
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
You like how I brought that back in?
The weekly episodes,
It
right?
may not. It may not have made the original intro, but it's in the episode one way or the other. Anyways, today we're going to talk about a couple movie trailers. We're going to talk about Facebook. Jimmy Kimmel. This is not the last episode before Endgame because Endgame is out. Avengers Endgame is out.
It is.
But let's talk about this show that you guys actually seem kind of bummed about, but I have yet to see any of it.
Letterkenny. It's really great. It's on Hulu.
Yeah,
it's Canadian.
I think you actually mentioned them in the last episode, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the other one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Kim's Convenience, also a Canadian show. That one's on Netflix.
Oh my God! Did you find another one for real?
What's Kim's Convenience. It's about a convenience store clerk in a Korean family.
Oh no! I've been watching Chewing Gum on Netflix, and that is.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah, I've been stuck on a couple of British shows. I watched the Sex Education or whatever.
Okay,
I finally finished that one. I actually really like that one. That one got greenlit for season 2.
The live studio audience watched that one.
Did they? Oh, they're not there. So did she? She enjoyed it. It was a good show. It was a good show, surprisingly so.
If you want British shows, check out White Gold.
White Gold.
Yeah.
What's that on?
Yeah.
That is on Netflix, and it's by one of the creators of the
Dead Set?
The In-Betweeners.
Dipset.
Oh, I love
In-Betweeners is funny. That's one that I think like not many people know about, right? But like it's so genuinely funny. Yeah,
it's so funny.
It really is. Don't watch the American one. That one's hot garbage.
And then always remember to download, like, and subscribe to Racial Chameleon.
Yeah, the Racial Chameleon.
So explain to the people why this episode is technically called, or why you're the Racial Chameleon.
Oh, why I'm called
I think are we all racial chameleons?
I was coined the term a racial chameleon.
You're Canadian, aren't you? But yes, you're a racial chameleon.
Yeah. I thought he was some sort of Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does have that Middle Eastern car.
Or maybe some sort of Greek.
It's the hair. That's
yes.
what does it.
I was dubbed a racial comedian.
Comedian?
Yes.
That's a little racist.
I know, right? Just because of my half black, half Filipino nature.
Gotcha,
I could play whichever card I needed, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Tell me you actually did like the throwing down of the cards.
Of course. I would walk around with a dual disc on my arm. You just activated my trap card.
Oh, no. I think most people think I'm white. But then to those of you who do know me, know that I'm white.
Turkish.
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's all the hair.
Yeah.
L'chaim? No, that's not Turkish.
Definitely not.
Yeah. No. Anyways, and then Adam, you are Middle Eastern, aren't you?
No. Middle Eastern, really?
Nova Scotian.
Yeah.
No, it's like Polish.
It's
like Polish and German and Russian somewhere.
You're a mutt. Russian,
a whole bunch of things. Yeah, apparently I'm a spy.
And pessimistic? No.
Narcissistic?
I mean, there's
Adam of all people. The narcissist.
There's like Irish floating around somewhere. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of different things.
Okay,
So, yeah,
right.
Very much a butt.
I like this shirt, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Oh wait, is that what I think it is?
It is.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
It's GOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got. You got.
Yes.
All right, so then the lion. Well, we know who the dragon is. Targaryen, Stark, the lion, or the Lannisters.
Yeah, Baratheon.
Is that their logo?
Yes, they are the stag.
Oh, a stag.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Really?
Yeah.
Poor Baratheons.
I know.
I gotta say, I definitely didn't like Stannis. So hey.
Yeah,
Well, that's true. Yeah, he was trash.
Dude, that's probably the one scene that actually bugged me. I don't know why.
Because it was pretty.
It
crazy. And
was
for those
rough.
who don't know, it's the scene where her name's not Lyanna.
Melisandre?
Melisandre.
Well,
No.
she
was
was involved.
She was responsible. But the daughter getting burned at the stake.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's like the one scene like it
She
really
ordered her
bothered
steak
me.
like rare, and then they burned it.
And they burned it. Ugh.
Yeah,
And to think that they do that to family.
All the
dude, I remember that. Dude, that episode put me in such a lousy mood.
Yeah.
Like afterwards.
Yeah.
I was just like done for the night.
Were you as in a lousy mood as when you saw John Cena becoming part of the Fast and Furious family?
Yeah, that was announced recently, or that was teased at recently.
Yeah. Himself.
Yeah.
I mean the problem with that is that nobody is going to see him up there on screen.
Yeah. They got to CG him in.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna see him. Like, they're gonna be filming him.
I am Cena.
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah, you're just gonna hear his voice, and they're gonna have to CGI him.
Yep.
God bless you, live studio audience. I like how they caught him off guard.
And but the thank you after
The
that.
disembodied voice.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
It's a ghost.
What's going on?
So far on our Instagram, by the way, it says yes to the vote on whether or not we should do a full Game of Thrones.
I think we should do a season by
end.
season breakdown.
I mean, that would be good in one long episode.
Let's go for a high five.
But anyway, Santa Clarita Diet. Did I say that already? That's what got canceled.
Yeah.
You guys watch the show?
Yeah. I've
did.
seen all 3 seasons.
Three? Why did I think there were only 2?
Because you obviously don't love Drew Barrymore or Timothy Oliphant.
I don't like Drew Barrymore. But
it's the show that got her back into acting.
Actually, isn't that bad?
It is. She found out it was about cannibalism, and she wanted to
She's like,
engage in that. Yeah.
I'm in like sin.
Yeah. It's like it's just like 50 First Dates.
You know, it's weird. I mean, it is pretty much the same thing. It's weird because she's like a vegan or whatever in real life, and
she's here eating all the meats.
Yeah,
she's only a vegan between meals, like me.
Yeah. So it's a good show, funny.
I enjoy it. It's quirky.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining. The little jokes about suburbia, is funny to me,
and they keep raising the bar of absurdity.
And is it like? Yes. Like it's canceled, right? Like it's not getting another season, like a fourth. So was there a closure to it?
They had kind of an ending, just in case.
I was gonna say, can you gloss over it a little bit because I haven't seen it yet.
It was just a hopeful ending.
Okay.
Just in case it could end there.
Yeah.
But you'll want more, and they left it open just in case.
Gotcha. And you're not getting that.
No, you're not.
No, because it's a Netflix production.
Yeah, which is very weird that their own thing.
That they're cutting it down?
Yeah, that they actually own. But from what I've heard, that they cancel a lot of Netflix shows, barely make it past 3 seasons.
Really? Because they're trying to make Bright too?
Yeah.
One can only hope.
No, because I guess if it goes after a certain season or whatever, there's some kind of like guidelines where they make the entire crew and actors and stuff would wind up becoming producers and stuff and making more money.
Making more money.
And apparently that's
not interested.
That's one of the things that happens.
Gotcha.
So Netflix, in order to stop that from happening, will most likely cancel something before 3 seasons.
That's funny.
Or at that 3-season mark. So it was probably more of a money thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say. and you could hear, I feel like you could see the excess where you were like. Yeah. What noise?
Exactly. That was for Adam. That's a gift for Adam.
Looks like a critter's egg. With the way it
does it though?
No, but look at the little cracks all over
it. Bummed out. Let us know if you guys watch Santa Clarita Diet.
But no, it was definitely a fun show, and it's going to be missed by me. It wasn't one of my essentials.
I enjoyed it more than the later seasons of Kimmy Schmidt.
I've actually seen some pieces of Kimmy
Schmidt
later on, and they're funny. Like, what's the gay dude, the black guy?
Oh, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, like that guy, like the couple like bits that I saw, like he was hilarious, and I was all like, oh, I might actually like this show. And then I watched the first episode, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because in the beginning, it was the whole awkward nature of her being like fish out of water.
Fish out of water, yeah.
And then as they progressed on, everyone else got really weird too. So it was like she lost her charm because she was the quirky one.
Yeah.
Now everyone else is quirky as well.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, well. Let's see here. I actually, this is on here, and I do want to talk about it, and hopefully we don't get lost too much in this. But we had a conversation via text not too long ago, right?
What's texting?
It's where you look at your phone and words magically appear.
Interesting. Go on.
You're welcome. But their Avengers Endgame, right, is come out. For those of you who are just now figuring that out. You're late to the party. But
is this going to have spoilers we were talking
no,
about? Okay.
No. Nothing whatsoever about the actual contents of the film. This is about the fact that it made $1.2 billion.
Is that in rupees?
By Sunday.
Yeah, just somehow I knew this was going to come up and that you were going to engage in this.
What?
Engage in this end
game? Yeah, exactly.
With our...
$1.2 billion, right? Which is staggering. It is a worldwide box office record. Yeah. It brought in a crap ton of money in China. It brought in a crap ton of money here. I think largest opening release domestically as well, like 350 mil. I think previous record was 280, something like that. Wow. So big numbers, right? This film, for those of us that have been hyped for it, like including myself, was like a must-see no matter what. I was going to go watch this movie opening weekend, whether I had AMC A-list movie pass or just paying out of pocket.
Spoiler alert.
Or
Pass is dead to us.
To us.
And
Cinemia.
I was about to say whether you had to use Cinemia to go see it.
Yeah.
Which
they're dead.
Which rest in peace.
Yeah, goodbye to them. But
Darn you, Thanos.
As the film, the film had a great opening day, or not opening day, but pre-order, right? Pre-orders. Servers were, I almost said a curse word again, were bogged down because of so many people, right, trying to get on. We were able to get tickets.
Yeah, but it was ridiculous trying to get them. I mean, we didn't get them till like 6 or 6:30.
Yeah, like late that evening of that day, right? And so crazy. So the demand was there, right? So as the movie neared release, they started opening and creating more showings. AMC specifically started saying that, from 5 p.m. the next day, they were going to put showings all the way through, right, the next 24-hour window. So 5, 7, 9, some 10, 11, midnight, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock showings, like all the way through. And then again at 8 a.m. the next morning and running through, right? I think that's a testament to the demand of the film. But Adam, you disagree.
Not so much a testament to the demand of the film. I overall thought it was kind of a gimmick because the conversation that came up was, well, people want to actually go see it.
True.
Okay. Families and stuff, we're not going to go see it, obviously, at 2 and 3,
Most
4
families.
in the morning.
You're absolutely right.
So I just thought that it was kind of a gimmick. And so if a movie has 24-hour showings, those 24-hour showings obviously are going to help that. It's not a question of whether people wanted to see it or not. Mm-hmm. Obviously, people wanted to see it. However, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could be in this place at a time where we're normally not supposed to be there?
Yeah.
So it is a little bit of a gimmick, and that record wouldn't have been as high.
But does it really cheapen it, though? I mean, again, the demand existed regardless.
It still taints it. Like, I feel that if it was any other movie or any other franchise, you guys would be talking about it.
Hold on a second. I'm getting
picking up.
feedback. Yeah.
We're picking up. Yeah.
Did you guys hear it too?
I heard it too.
What?
They said hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
What?
Can anyone hear us? That was weird.
That was very weird.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, nobody's screwing with anything?
No. That's really weird.
Well, that was.
Kind of creeped out a little bit.
Can you hear us? Is this the quantum realm thing?
Did you see Game of Thrones?
I mean,
hello?
I mean, okay, so no, you guys didn't do anything to
No,
No, man, my hands are right
out?
here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So I wonder if we'll hear that when we actually listen to the episode.
I'm guessing no.
Probably not, but still.
All right, so
anyways, so you think it's a gimmick.
for anyone who doesn't know, we just heard a voice.
And I think, and Marvin, I think you chimed in on this too, right? That we don't think that, like, I don't believe that this was, that this cheapens that. The people wanted to see it, right? And we saw that, I mean, theaters were sold out. So, essentially what they were doing was they were offering another avenue to go ahead and watch that film.
But it wasn't just AMC that was doing this.
You're right.
There were other movie companies that were doing it, some of the big ones.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely driven by money at that point, right? It's not like they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart, like, well, we want you to be able to see the movie, so come.
No,
hell no. They're hoping you come.
They don't care
and buy popcorn.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're not making as much off of the movie itself.
Not at all.
The movie's gonna be playing no matter what.
Yep. And so at that point, they're like, all right, well, let's go ahead and make another showtime or open up another theater for it. And they pushed some movies out so that way they can make space for this. But it's been selling out. I mean, all week.
But I still think that weekend would not have been as high without that.
Well, yeah, because there wouldn't have had the showings to have people go
so,
there.
Yeah.
So it definitely had an advantage over other films.
But the demand existed.
The demand was there for it to happen.
Exactly.
That's my issue. With
that demand doesn't exist or didn't exist for other films. Like let's be. I think that's a fair statement to make.
How many of those people were new viewers and not repeat viewers?
I mean, we can
that opening weekend was probably a lot of new
Avatar.
viewers.
If it didn't,
I would think
if it wasn't open for
repeats.
Say that. Would you say
Avatar? If it wasn't open for a year, wouldn't have sold as much as it did. We could say the same thing there.
True.
We haven't seen a movie that's been in the theater for 12 months.
Yeah.
It's a similar
very
principle.
true, and it shouldn't have been in that long.
But there was a demand.
But there was a demand for it. People wanted to see it in 3D on a screen that big.
Yeah,
and they continued to pay for it.
The showings for Endgame on Monday morning at 10:15 sold out.
Okay.
You hear it again, right? And so I'm pulling up right my A list. Yes, I want to cancel.
It's kind of weirding me out. By the way, the voices that are coming through.
Yeah.
You don't hear the voices in your head all the time.
So for those, this is the first time I think that we're actually going to let the listeners know when we're listening or when we're recording, right? But I've got Avengers Endgame pulled up right in my AMC A list, and I'm looking at the Dolby showings, the IMAX showings, and almost full right for the 1:45, 6, and 10:15 showings. In Dolby. In IMAX, the 7 o'clock showing. Let's look at 11:15. A late showing. Fairly empty.
My point is basically for the weekend.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, opening weekend, like it's gonna happen. Like opening weekend, people are gonna go watch this, and that's for any major film, right? Friday, Saturday. All they did was create more seats for more people to squeeze themselves in. So like,
but that
you really think
that
like
record
with
is
two,
not going to be nearly as high.
Two theaters showing a 5 o'clock showing, like you can't say that that's repeat viewings. Like no, that's two theaters full of people watching the movie for the first time.
I'm going to tell you, I think that helped it.
Here's the thing, though. If these other movies were going to be as big, they would have opened more theaters for them.
Yeah.
But my stance is kind of like what Will was saying before. This here is opportunity. And that's all AMC did was opportunity.
They're not stupid.
But that doesn't cheapen the testament to the film, like what that is for the fans.
It cheapens the record in my eyes. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel on it.
If those other movies,
it made all this money. Oh, but it was showing for 24 hours a day.
I can guarantee
over the course of like at least 2 days or something like that. Pretty much.
But people fill those seats because they wanted to watch it. Like ultimately, that was it.
It was like Thursday through Saturday.
If Pet Sematary came out and they put showings for 24 hours that weekend, I guarantee you it wouldn't have made this much money.
But that's just stupid because there's no way it would have.
Yeah, because the demand for it.
It's a limited audience. We're comparing one type of movie to another.
If Aladdin, which is the next big thing that I see on here, comes out with 24-hour showings, again, I don't think the demand for that is anywhere near as much as it was for this one.
No, it's not.
Lion King has a better shot.
It's a different...
Lion King has a better shot.
It's a different fan base. I mean, I'm not going to even say that Aladdin could even bring in the same amount of people. For one, the Marvel films...
I was going to say Tolkien.
The Marvel films have more of a cross like families, ages, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. It definitely appeals to a much
range.
Larger audience. Yeah, nerds and non-nerds alike. Like I get it.
Yeah, because it's like the cool thing now.
Yeah, that's probably a thing. Yeah,
it kind of is like the it thing. Like
and
it's
so,
okay to be a nerd now.
And I made this comment before where like. I think this movie, right, was made by a nerd, like for nerds. And luckily, right, it was told in a way that it does appeal to a larger audience. Because Marvin knows comics way more than what I do, right? And there's a bunch of stuff there that you catch that I don't see.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think the same goes, like, for you, right? And so because of that, like, we watch these movies and we appreciate those little things that are put there for us. But then it's also cool that like you can go talk to a random person, and I've got some friends that they are not into nerd culture whatsoever, and they're like, yeah, man, like Iron Man's cool, or Avengers is a cool movie because of whatever cool power they have, and it's very shallow their description of what they like about the movie, and it's all like, okay, like you obviously just watch it because it's a cool movie to watch, right? But it appeals to them too, which is nice.
And we got how many people saying Wakanda Forever after Black Panther came out?
Bro. Right? Like
people,
a lot.
Like who a week before February 16th, 2018 had no idea what Wakanda even was.
If you had said Bombay to their face, they're like, why are you saying Bambi weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like
takes away from it.
It's a skewed figure to me. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. True. Very true.
I mean, yeah, it definitely helps that they had that, but I feel that there were people who wanted to do that, who wanted to throw money at it.
But if it has more opportunity, then
if those other movies are ever as big, they can do. I'm sure they'd do the same exact thing for it.
Because it's a financial opportunity for those theaters.
Right. That's what it comes down to.
But I can guarantee you, those other movies did not crash the system before they had 24-hour showings.
Yep. And that's a big sign right there. They hit records, right? With pre-orders.
Yeah.
Pre-sales or
and
whatever.
Because of everything was sold out, that's where like we need to do something about this. I mean,
people want to watch it, so
they just said we need to make money. They didn't say we need to do something about this.
Yeah, they need to make money. They need to do something about this, hence making more money.
Yeah. But the fans were like, they need to do something about this because I'm trying to watch it that day. Because they don't want to go on Facebook and get it ruined for them.
Yeah.
I would be curious to see what it would have looked like if, say, there was a cutoff at like 12:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
Money-wise, gross-wise.
So the next big film this year, Star Wars?
Lion King.
Lion King?
If you want to say next big one, I'd say Lion King.
It'd be Lion King. Okay. Because Spider-Man, Far From Home?
That's a big one, but
I don't think it'll. I think Lion King's got more hype behind it for sure.
Lion King has a lot more at
that
stake.
Broad, audience.
I would say I'm not really looking forward to anything that I can think of.
Well, yeah, but for you, and granted, I mean, you like a specific.
I mean, there's stuff I'm gonna see, but I mean, am I like super hyped about something? Probably not.
No, I get that, but we're talking about as far as just popular Pikachu.
Yeah.
Right? Detective Pokemon or Detective Pikachu, whatever. Detective
Pokemon.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You sound so out of touch.
Yeah.
You sound like an old
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much hype, but Detective Pikachu does.
Definitely
and
does.
So, I mean, even that one, like, that's in May?
What?
Oh, dang.
Batman 1989 30th anniversary on May 4th.
Yeah, which I'm gonna go to.
And then Batman Returns May 6th.
Which I'm probably not gonna go to, and you can't use your A-list on that already.
No, those are special showings.
Yeah.
Special events.
Try some of those, because I got into the Alita one, because sometimes the day of.
They wanted people in the seats.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the day of, they open it up.
Yeah.
And so that's why I keep checking those, like, throughout. For the special screenings, I kept doing that with Avengers. Yeah, no,
maybe.
Alita had a couple like special showings though beforehand.
Yeah.
But Avengers was the one that I kept refreshing in the app too. That like because they had a 5 p.m. whatever fan event, and I was like, just in case.
Yeah.
It sold out and stayed sold out, of course.
Yeah.
So, but let us know what you guys think. If all of this is. Dang, that's a lot of empty seats over there. I look over your shoulder and look.
What are you looking at?
This is at Brandon. Like,
for what movie?
Marvin?
Okay, so this is for the 1 p.m. Batman 30th anniversary.
Snap.
Yeah.
And I looked at the one for 4. There's like 2.
Yeah. A lot of people are. Well, I went and saw Grease, like special screening or whatever, and that was one where there was like. It was literally the row that I was in and the row in front of me, and there was like a little bunch of people. Like,
how many people were dressed up as Reese characters?
No, nobody.
Oh,
Nobody. And I think I was the youngest one there.
Ooh.
I was all like, whatever, man.
I still have not seen that film.
Summer Lovin'. Oh, there it is. That's a cool little icon, though.
I thought that was really cool poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4K has the same
box art.
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Picture.
Nice. So anyway, let us know if you guys think that the $1.2 billion, if it was well deserved or not. And you can always do that.
I'm not saying it wasn't well deserved.
inhonestopinion.com.
It had help.
Or if you think it didn't have help. If you want to argue with any one of us.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it's a different way of thinking from what everybody else is saying. Everybody else is impressed. I'm like, you know what? It's impressive, but it had help. That's all.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I'm not saying it didn't have help, but it's still impressive that many people came out to help it.
That's right.
It was a cool thing. Like, I kind of wanted to go at like 2 in the morning.
But
I didn't because I had to work.
How many other people would have had to work too?
I don't know.
Just
Apparently,
families, they wouldn't have been able to do it.
Apparently, people called off.
I know some people took PTO.
My daughter actually said.
I thought you said your dog.
No, my 12-year-old said that a bunch of kids actually weren't at school on Friday because their parents let them stay home, and they took them to the theaters to watch the movie.
Which actually is similar to episode 1 and episode 2.
It had help though.
I skipped school.
Oh, did you?
Skip school for episode 1. I saw that about like 10 in the morning.
Education.
At the Brandon AMC Regency.
You know we're just giving you a hard time, right?
Yeah.
And you're fine with that? Are you okay with that?
I don't care.
You cheapened that opening.
All right.
Sorry.
Whatever, man. Star Wars Episode 2.
I love you 3000.
Star Wars Episode 2. I saw that at 12:01 at the at the AMC in Ybor, and it was an interesting night.
I saw
Ybor.
I saw Episode 1 at 12.
The hookers were
in
dressed up.
Brandon AMC.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, mine was the Centro Ybor because of the fact I couldn't get in anywhere else. And this is when you had to like call or whatever.
Oh,
I had to call on tickets.
I saw all three of those at midnight showings.
93.3 FLZ.
Yeah, and it was cool because there was actually 2 guys there dressed up as Jay and Silent Bob.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So.
That's another franchise based off of Kevin Smith stuff for people not in the know.
Yep. But let's talk about old things coming back. I'm actually excited about this next topic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Psych! Rugrats is coming to the big screen in some freak form of CGI hybrid filming, whatever.
We already had that, and it was called Baby Geniuses. So
No.
Next topic.
No, and that's disrespectful. You guys,
The Baby Geniuses?
for those who aren't, I want to throw this candle wax in your face.
I'm into it.
So here's what's weird about that. Baby Geniuses had a sequel.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
It was called Baby Geniuses too.
I know.
It was Super
Wave
Super
Smasher.
Babies, Baby Geniuses 2 Super Babies, or some crap like that. Yes, I think I saw the opening credits to
It's
that.
such
I
a
will buy
terrible
that for you on
franchise,
DVD.
and you
Why?
know. Hey, so
He took such offense to that.
so just a heads up.
Yeah.
That series was done by Bob Clark,
I thought you were going to say Odenkirk.
director of Black Christmas, the original version.
Oh, perfect.
Really?
And A Christmas Story.
I love A Christmas Story.
Yep.
All right. I know you love it. And for
I'm
anyone who listens to
pretty
the
sure the guy
Ioho-
did Porky's too, or
Ioho
something
12
like
really?
that.
12 Days of
Something
Christmas.
like that.
Over on Ioho Sidetracked. I actually, for those who are
If it wasn't
uninitiated,
$13, I would have gifted that to you on iTunes.
the Rugrats, they're a group of kids that get into all kinds of trouble, and that is Tommy Pickles and the gang. Chucky, what is Chucky's last name?
Finster?
Is it? And then Phil and Lil.
DeVille?
Baby Dill.
Baby Dill, yeah. Dill Pickles. Angelica?
Angelica, there we go.
Houston?
And then, no. What's the Angelica's friend?
She doesn't have friends.
Yeah, she does. The black chick.
That's not her friend.
Who's it? That's not her friend?
No.
No, I'm fairly positive that was her friend.
No.
What was her name?
She was friends with the other one. She was like the rival to Angelica.
Susie. Susie Carmichael.
Um,
Angelica Pickles, Lillian DeVille, Kimmy Finster. Who the heck was Kimmy Finster? Why don't I
That
remember
was,
this character?
I think, later on, that was
All
Chucky.
Grown Up?
I think All Grown Up.
Oh, okay.
Chucky's sister.
Did you know that I actually didn't know All Grown Up was a Rugrats spinoff
No.
or whatever until like 2 years after it was already a thing?
No.
Yeah, I had zero clue.
I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Dude, Diary of a Wimpy Kid director is going to be taking part.
Taking the reins on that.
David Bowers. Interesting.
You guys remember Timmy McNulty? No, I don't.
No.
No, that's this kid over here. I don't.
No.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
I don't know.
Adam does this great fake. Yeah, no.
See, I enjoyed Rugrats in the beginning, like the first 2 seasons. But
enjoyed
then
the
once
first
they
few
kind of
seasons.
changed things up, I didn't like it as much, especially when like the voice of Grandpa died.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they switched voice actors because the actor died.
Oh, that sucks.
And you know the voice of Chucky's dead.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
voice
right.
of Chucky.
Yeah, Christine Cavanaugh.
What's her name? When did she die? Like
She died a
last
couple
year?
years ago. She was also the voice of Dexter from Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, that's right.
That made me very sad.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that actually,
Yeah.
and that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Her voice is very distinct.
Yeah. She did a lot of voice
Yeah, I
work.
was about to say you can pick it up on a lot of stuff.
But
I'm hoping that this is like like live action, like adults, and then some weird hyper realistic CG kids. So here's the thing that's like Pikachu's impressive. Like when you look at how that happened. Did you guys see, or at least you saw the trailer for the second SpongeBob movie? That like
I didn't watch it. I saw the trailer.
How they made them CG, like you know what I mean, like that stuff.
The real actors.
Yeah, like that stuff looks cool to me. Where I was like, that's actually like an interesting spin on it, and I'm not like mad at the way that looks.
Oh, Kimiko, she was the stepsister. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
She was the Asian girl.
Kimmy, was there another one? Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do remember that vaguely. I think it happened in one of the movies.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. So because of that, I'm actually looking, forward to this. I'm hoping that they put something something together. Yeah, man, for sure. I used to have like the little McDonald's collectibles or whatever, like toys, and when they were keychains, and the Chucky was like my favorite one, and I used
Chucky
to
was everyone's favorite.
I used to carry that. Really, I used to think it was Phil for it. The people that I knew at the time didn't really like Chucky. I was like, Chucky's awesome. Yeah, like. He's the man. That's I'm his fan. Huge fan.
Yeah.
So 1919.
Yeah, so who did you say that she was the voice of?
Christine Cavanaugh?
Yeah.
She was the voice of Chucky.
Oh,
okay.
She was also
Yeah, see, I'm getting the voices confused because I was thinking E.G. Daly with Rugrats.
No.
Or with Tommy, excuse me.
No, she was voice of Chucky. She was also Gosling Mallard from Darkwing. She was Darkwing's daughter.
And she was also in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
And Dexter's Lab.
Oh, Christine Cavanaugh.
Christine Cavanaugh.
Okay, yeah. I'm still thinking E.G. Daly.
E.G. Daly?
Yeah, what about it?
No, what you push
no,
I'm not going to even bother editing that. Yeah. We're riding with it. People are like, what did I miss? You just missed Adam being weird.
Magic, yeah. That was good.
No, I just got the two voices confused, and I was thinking of E.G. Daly as opposed to Christine Cavanaugh.
Gotcha.
E.G. Daly was in Pee-wee's Big Adventures.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that is trying to get with him, and he's scared of girls.
I bet Pee-wee is. While we're talking about older things coming back, this one's a little interesting. Jimmy Kimmel reproducing 2 episodes of some classic Norman Lear sitcoms for an ABC primetime special this May 22nd. He's going to do an episode of All in the Family and The Jeffersons.
Yeah, there's some stars attached.
Yeah, I think Jamie Foxx was going to be part of this.
Yeah. There's George Jefferson. I'm serious.
I know.
Yeah.
ABC special.
And E.G. Daly. Because she's all in the family.
Oh, no. I was...
You're so proud of that.
Just... Well done.
So many callbacks.
Well done, yeah.
It's not working.
Took them. All right. The classic sitcom special. There it is. They're going to do it live in front of a studio audience. Where is it? Woody Harrelson will be Archie Bunker. Marissa Tomei. Edith Bunker. Jamie Foxx and Wanda Sykes as George
Wanda
and Louise
Snipes,
Jefferson.
Wesley Snipes in drag?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, I'd watch that.
But acting as Blade.
Whistler. Daywalker. Will Ferrell will be Tom Willis. Justina Machado. I don't know who that is. Florence Johnston. And more stars to be named. That is interesting. That's a lot of star power.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I'd be more interested if it was Perfect Strangers they were redoing. But,
So I've got an honest question for you guys, right? Any of you guys watched either of those shows?
As a child, I watched it with my parents.
Yeah? Yeah. It's got weight to it.
It's a heavy case.
Thanks.
You're using a case on your phone?
Yeah, I know, right? Weird. Very weird.
And it's super heavy, too.
Yeah.
Like, the phone isn't really light itself.
Yep. No, but it does. Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces of the Jeffersons, like, I think more so in my, like, teens and adulthood.
I'm curious if Marissa Tomei is going to do the voice of Edith.
Of course she is.
I think she can pull that off.
Do it?
How are... Are these going to be like the way they were originally, like non-PC? Like
I don't know.
Like characters going to be true to form? Because I mean, Archie Bunker, he was like a racist.
He was a bigot,
wasn't it? Yeah. And I mean, I wonder. I mean, are these going to be like the non-PC shows?
Are they going to like actually be like a reenactment of way back in the day, or are they going to be 2019 versions?
If
it's Jimmy Kimmel, I'm pretty sure it'll be 2019 versions.
I'm sure it'll be very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek.
Oh, I was like tongue in cheeks. That's a little
tongue in cheeks.
Yeah.
That's my mixtape coming out this fall.
Oh my god! Y'all get that a new Artful Gent album? We tugging cheeks.
Wow.
Tongue in cheek.
That's a very rude way to call a stripper.
Dude, just make it. It's gonna sell.
I think so.
People buy it.
It's gonna have a feature by Adam.
I was about to say no. That's the next. That should be your next podcast.
Tongue in cheeks.
Yeah, tongue in cheeks.
I think I might get the wrong crowd.
Oh man, people are gonna be disappointed when they find out what it actually is.
This is what he's talking about. I thought this is completely different from what I was thinking.
Not what I expected. Let me pull my pants back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thanks for listening to Tug and Cheeks with Mark.
But yeah, that's why I was wondering if they're going to be true to form, because I mean, like those old sitcoms, I mean, they're not terribly dirty or anything, or even super offensive, I guess, but they're not PC at all.
No.
So if they would go and do like a true to form, I mean, more power to them, but I don't know if that's possible in today's world.
Don't think so. Don't think so. Here's a new topic that I want to see what you guys think of. You guys know who F. Gary Gray is?
No.
Director of The Italian Job.
Did he actually do The Italian Job? I'm trying to remember.
Is it anything with
I like the
E.G. Daily?
He did The Fate of the Furious. He did Straight Outta Compton, and also Friday.
Oh, that's crazy. Gary Gray. It's like if I was dyslexic, that would just really throw me off looking at his name. It's like Gray.
Gray? No, Gary. He, it's just been announced, is directing a film that.
But he did do The Italian Job, correct?
Yes, he did. He did do The Italian Job. The Italian Job was a really good movie, in my opinion.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I already know what this is, but
do you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you say it then.
Spit the hot fire.
F. Gary Gray is doing a Saints Row movie.
You should have seen Marvin's face.
Coming in 2020 or 2021, or if it gets made at all.
I think that last was more likely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So there it is. F. Gary Gray directing a Saints Row movie. You guys ever play the games?
Nope.
I played a little bit.
Okay.
But,
But I did hear about the ending for, I think, Saints Row 2. Like where you could save the girl or whatever, or you could let her die.
Yeah.
And there was like a choice basically, but when you go to save her, it starts playing the Need a Hero song.
Yep, it sure does. It is a great sequence,
which is pretty awesome. I saw it.
Yep. I remember
long time ago.
hauling butt in the boat.
Yeah.
To get to land or to get to her. Yeah, it's a good bit. And I remember like just this sheer joy as it starts happening. We're like, what? This is actually okay. So I enjoyed the Saints Row. It was the poor man's Grand Theft Auto. It was very different. Dildo bats, and all sorts of takedowns. Whereas like Grand Theft Auto went for more like gritty.
I'm just surprised it was made by the same company that made like the
Volition,
the Red Faction games.
Yeah,
which. I don't know. I didn't like anything beyond the first one. I don't know if you ever
I didn't play the first one.
First one was awesome back in the day.
That was the one where like it was first person, wasn't it?
It's first person. You're on Mars.
Yep.
You find out that you were lied to, and there's like an uprising.
Yeah, and so that one I didn't play. I actually liked the second one, and that's where it was third person.
That's number 3.
Is that the third one where you can tear down like all the buildings and crap like that?
I mean, it was neat with the way everything would explode, but it.
Yeah.
I really loved the first game,
Gotcha.
and I really couldn't get into the other ones, or the Sci-Fi Channel movie. Everybody forgets that there was a movie.
I didn't know there was
I
one.
remember. I didn't watch it, but I remember.
Yeah,
Really? It was
I never
terrible,
saw it.
wasn't it?
Dude,
Oh,
it
you
was-
didn't see it? Oh.
It was Sci-Fi Channel, probably made by the Asylum.
Ugh,
Who
group.
knows?
Honestly, if this was like 5 years ago, no, like 8 years ago, then maybe I'd have been all like, hey, cool, a Saints Row movie. That'll be funny to watch.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it would have been made
Not
at,
so much.
at that point in time,
Yeah.
It would have been good.
we all know Yui Bowl would have been
Oh my
attached to
God.
it.
You know, I can't argue that. I think you're absolutely right. I think they would have.
There is a possibility that
a very
he could
high
have done it.
possibility. Yeah. So screw that. I enjoyed the first couple games, for the mini games and stuff like that. I find it interesting that F. Gary Gray is attached to it because the last thing he directed was crap. So I guess it's only right that the next thing he directs is crap.
Crap.
Fate of the Furious, crap. That was the last thing he directed.
Was it?
Argue me.
No, I don't know because I haven't seen it. I mean, it's Fast
didn't
and
you
Furious.
get tortured through bits of Fate of the Furious?
That's the one I never saw.
You see
Wait, was
clips
that
of it in
the-
the break room. That's
Is that
with
the fourth one?
With the submarine, dude.
What?
Which one was that?
The
one?
Fate of the Furious.
How
The
is it-
submarine comes up and all the cars are sliding around on the ice.
At the ice one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of it. I've just seen that.
So
You've seen
how,
enough to not want to watch it.
so how in the world is
Ask the question.
is a submarine Fast and Furious? I mean, I guess it can be fast. I guess. if
I
it
think
wants
more
to
so
be.
it could be Furious. I'm not so
It's
sure about
more-
the
it's
fast
more-
part.
It's
yeah.
neither fast nor furious. It's a submarine.
It's slow and timid.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, they should did a cool cameo with Harrison Ford hanging on to it. That was a reference to Raiders of the Lost
Yeah, I
Ark,
see
which
that.
I never understood because you see that thing go down, and then it comes back up with him still holding on to it. I never understood that.
Yeah, that was what
how
else
did
did
he
that happen
survive?
on? There's something else that kind of happened on. Anyways, where are we at on time? Because there are two
It's
things.
46 minutes.
Okay, all right, cool. Then let's have a couple conversations here.
Okay.
Couple conversations.
Let's first start off with I'm gonna skip out. Amazon Echo and Google Assistant. If you've got those devices, you get like ad-supported music. There,
Yeah.
we covered that one. Facebook screwed up yet again and leaked millions of people's passwords in plain text. That is how they were storing it.
Yeah, and they're going to go
Secure.
through a revamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
For the people who are still trusting Facebook, I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But
There are all sorts of
whatever.
spoilers for stuff on there.
Yeah. But let's this first one. Let's go over our trailers, right? Because I feel like these are two interesting ones here. Sonic and Child's Play. Right, those are the two big trailers that got released recently.
Didn't we discuss like a full on?
I thought we talked about
Child's
Child's
Play?
Play.
Did we? No, this was the full trailer that they released where they actually played his voice at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we talked about it, did we not?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
No, we probably talked about it in the thread. We talk to each other a lot.
you are the one that.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the topic list from the other episodes. It's not on there. We talked about the fact that what's his name got casted. Mark Hamill got casted as Chucky's
Mark Hamill?
voice.
It's Mark
Yeah,
Hamill.
I'm sorry. You're right. He's European. So
I'm a peon.
Mr. Hamill with the voice, we actually got to hear a little bit of that in the last Child's Play trailer. Adam, you've seen some of the direct-to-video ones, right? The actual from the Chucky franchise that.
I saw Curse of Chucky, not Cult of Chucky.
Okay. And you had, I think we all said this, that none of us had any interest in this whatsoever, but it is interesting that Mark Hamill got casted as the voice.
Yeah.
You guys all heard it. He said, what is it? Hey, Andy, come and play? Or
Something like that,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, I guess he can't do Brad Dourif style voice.
I knew he could.
Well, he can.
Yeah.
But he's not going to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the voice that they have really does it for me. Also, I am really not digging the design of Chucky.
No.
The blocky
Yeah.
Max Headroom looking
Yeah.
stupid thing that they came up with.
Yeah.
am not digging that look at all.
Yeah, and then today I think I sent you guys the new poster for it. He's dragging Woody's arm,
which is kind of funny.
Yeah, Woody's arm and the hat just laying there or whatever.
So it seems like for everything that seems like it's right about this, there's like 2 or 3 things that are wrong to me about it.
Okay,
you know, it's like everything like, all right, great, it's Mark Hamill, he's doing the voice.
Yeah.
Not sure I'm digging what we've heard. Granted, it's only a small sample, and I'm sure it's going to have range.
Yeah.
I'm just not digging that voice that he chose.
Okay.
The poster marketing with the Woody dragging the arm is cool.
Yeah.
But then I'm not digging the whole Chucky's in the cloud. Somebody hacks the AI and all of them are freaking out now.
This is another one like the marketing for Us, where if you had watched the trailers for the movie Us, you saw that it was like a global thing, right? And so it was all like, like this seems like an end of the world type of like film. That's kind of interesting with what's going on, right? And then in the trailer for this Child's Play, like you see that like everywhere this doll has come to life, and so it's all like, oh, okay. It no longer, I don't understand where you're going to get the longevity out of that, right?
Yeah.
Chucky worked, Child's Play, right? The old ones worked because it was this one doll, right, who was getting away with these things, and people were writing it off to chance or circumstance or whatever, like always for something else. And it's because there was only this one thing that was doing it.
But, one of the things about it, too, Chucky went through that where he was dark and like trying to be scary, like with the first one, with the way they made that.
Yeah.
And then he gradually got more personality, one-liners, and the jokes. He went through the same thing that Freddy Krueger went through.
Yeah.
I mean, so people liked that because at that point they become. Sure, they're the bad guy, but they're the anti-hero of the movie, kind of,
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
Are you worried about the ending of Cult of Chucky getting ruined for you?
No, but
Here's the thing, right? I want to mention it for like a reason. I know the ending of it. Like I've read the synopsis on all these films before.
It's been out for what 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah,
Cult of Chucky.
Right? Yeah.
And I do know that I did not see the because I watched it on Netflix.
Okay.
I did not see the fact that they had Andy back in at the end of Curse of Chucky.
Yep.
And then I do know that you're probably going to say about Mr. Brad Dourif being in Cult. Is he not in Cult?
So it's not that actually.
Okay.
So are you okay with me ruining it for you?
Yeah, go for it.
So by the end of that movie, he can actually move his soul from one thing to another, like from one doll to another with no problem. Yep. He's not connected to the internet.
What does he do? Kalima?
Yeah. And so by the end of that, like,
whatever.
Yeah, it hurts your feelings, right, Marvin?
It's.
I zoned out a long time ago.
It's
okay.
A long time ago.
And yes, so nobody decides to comment on that. I realize that that's from Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right
that's
now we're
what
talking
that was.
about
Yeah.
Chucky's Secret of the Ooze.
Did I mention I study martial arts?
You remember that time that he went back to medieval Japan? The magical scepter.
Yeah.
They gave wet willies to everybody.
And not use his weapons.
Way to go, Chucky.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I mean, like, I think it's ridiculous then here that, like, that this doll is going to go, like, all over Wi-Fi and be all over the place. And it's all like, are you really setting yourself up for the right thing at this point?
So this is kind of, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm kind of okay with what they did with the Cult of Chucky if they're kind of ending it with that.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense from that standpoint, but the whole transfer of the soul, yeah, he was doing that before. But if he can just do it like freely by will,
and to multiple things, yeah. If I remember correctly, the way the movie ended was that they were looking at one doll, and then another one like came out and got him too, and it was like, what the heck? How's he in more places than one? And I think he was in a human body too. Like I don't.
Well, I do know that Brad Dourif was back for either that one or Curse, which I think is cool because they did a lot of, I guess, like anti-aging makeup.
Oh, really?
Gave him like a wig or whatever
Yeah,
to make him
look back like how he did.
Yeah, to make him look like he was 30 years younger, which is
That's
kind of cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know the whole Chucky's in the cloud thing,
Yeah.
which I was joking about, like I don't know, many months ago when we started this.
Yep.
And I said, "Oh no, Chucky's in the cloud. He's in the cloud." And that's what we're getting, and it seems goofy.
And it's ridiculous. So, let us know if you guys are excited for Chucky. Zordon.
But where does that stop too?
Yeah.
Because he's in the cloud, he can go into different devices.
Anywhere, anything. Yeah, exactly. And this doll's connected to your microwave.
But only certain Android devices, because not all of them are updated
Yeah.
to KitKat that's needed.
Exactly. A good callback, by the way, on the actual the code names for them and stuff. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, but I know Marvin, you said that it what came to mind with you was like Lawnmower Man 2 or whatever. And that's exactly what it is. Like I remember that I knew that Lawnmower Man 2 was a bad movie, but I caught it on like Sci-Fi or USA or something back in the day. He's controlling the ATMs and it's like his face is in the ATM and it's spitting out money. They could actually do this with Child's Play and it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
You're not wrong.
Dumb. You know who's not dumb? Jim Carrey.
Nope.
That was my Jim Carrey impression.
Is that what it was? Is that Fire Marshal Bill?
Let me tell you something.
It was, wasn't it?
See, if it wasn't that bad then.
No, it was. But I know you enough to know that that's the reference you'd make.
Yeah.
He was pretty funny and in Living Color, yes. And Fire Marshal Bill was probably
that
one
is
of his
completely
best,
just because I know
but it's
who
one of his
you
best
are
characters.
You'd go for. So, but the Sonic trailer came out today, right?
Yeah, he was a blue streak, and he speeds by.
So,
and he can really move.
I do want to hear.
He's got
Sonic.
an attitude.
Yeah, he
He's
does
the
have an
fastest
attitude.
thing alive, Marvin.
He's definitely not as cute as Pikachu. But I wanted to hear, what did you guys think? Do you guys like the Sonic franchise?
I do. He's extreme. He's very 90s.
Yeah.
I always love Sonic.
Dude, he drinks Mountain Dew and stuff. And
he eats chili dogs.
And goes grinding.
He does eat chili dogs. I forgot about that.
I don't know if he drinks Mountain Dew, but he goes grinding on things.
Sounds
and stuff
right.
In the Dreamcast games.
Grinding. That's exactly what came to mind each time he said it. So, thoughts on the trailer, or did it tip you one way or the other? You guys excited for this one?
It looks like I got a very Dragon Ball Evolution vibe from this. It's probably going to be entertaining enough for those who don't know much about it, but it's going to be a bad movie.
I think it looks like a train wreck, but an entertaining train wreck.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of anxious to see it in a way.
And I think you guys agreed with me on this, right? That like it gave off that Super Mario Brothers with like Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo like vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna agree with what you're saying, Adam. That like it looks terrible, but like terribly entertaining in a way.
Like so terrible that it might even cross over into the good entertainment.
Yeah, where it's all like, man, this is so
Cult
stupid, but
terrible.
I can't help but laugh throughout whatever.
Like Kick Puncher.
Yeah, because Jim Carrey was Jim Carrey in this, which I actually was impressed by.
Which you never thought you would see that again.
No.
Yeah. I was getting like Mask and Me, Myself, and Irene vibes.
Yeah, see, I was getting Mask and like
Ace Ventura.
Like
Ace Ventura too.
I was all like, okay, like this is Jim Carrey doing what Jim Carrey does.
And maybe a little bit of Fire Marshal Bill. Because you saw it where he turned his head and he started doing it. Like his voice that he does.
And it was. Sonic looks terrible. I think it's a horrible
legs,
design.
Those legs.
I don't understand the idea here where he's just like booking it across and this cop car sees him. Like, I don't need Cyclops in this.
Green Hills.
Yeah, so what?
And it's like, why did they use Gangster's Paradise as
I don't know, but it's amazing. It's amazing in the trailer.
Why was Gangster's Paradise a song
And
choice?
I kept thinking it was like, I Can't Stand Emotion now. Like, was it because of that line? Because that is not the song they should have used for this at all.
No, but that's one of the things that makes it great is because he pops in that tape.
It starts playing and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the song that's playing here, right?
As he walks through the valley, it's like,
and it's just Sonic like stretching and stuff too.
It's a weird hype song.
It is. Weird hype song. It is. And then the Paramount logo with the rings, it looks like Cheerios initially. When it flies across, I was like, why did they have Cheerios? Oh, no, wait, Sonic has rings. Never mind.
And there was a major missed opportunity there because they could have did like the like one of the loops and showed Sonic like run over the...
they could have. That would have been better than the Cheerio.
Or they could have had like the intro to Sonic where he does like the with the finger waving.
Oh, the waving? Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah, popped up. Yeah. Yeah, they have terrible people in marketing. Again, why aren't we handling these things for these people?
I don't know. But
and why isn't Jaleel White the voice of Sonic?
But
he's still alive.
Yeah.
Well, he's making that album right now.
Yeah, is he though?
The song "Hey Big
Chocolate
Guy.
Rain." Oh.
Tazon Day.
Yeah, Tazon Day. But yeah, other than like I said, I'm just going right back to this movie. Looks terrible, and it looks like it might actually be entertaining because of that. So
yeah,
there was that gag at the end that I thought was actually kind of funny.
Which one?
And I didn't think I would laugh, but the thing with the dude, do you have a child in there? Like it's just like an odd, awkward.
Like,
no,
joke.
It's not mine. Yeah. And they walk away slowly.
Yeah, but doesn't he say like, so you have somebody else's child in there?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
No.
It is. That's an awkward joke. Even
it's
I think.
Teddy, what are you doing?
Yeah. He's gonna die.
And I think it's a kids movie.
It is.
And for like a joke like that, it's just a really odd, awkward. Why did they put that in?
90s kids movies where they would do stuff like that.
You know what? Yeah. It reminds me of Howard the Duck when they kept putting him in the bag and the such.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Sack. All right. last one here. This one's a question that we're going to ask ourselves, but we also want to ask you, the listener.
Yeah.
$4 million.
That's not a question. Hit him. I don't love him 3,000. Just we're clear.
Dude, that was the answer.
Oh, okay.
I was reading your mind. I got it right.
Yeah. You were close. How much time should people wait before talking about spoilers? And this came up in a conversation that you had, Marvin, right?
Yes.
So give the people a little bit of background here.
We're talking about Game of Thrones and we're talking about Endgame. Mm-hmm. Like those are two big things that happened last weekend. Uh-huh. And you're seeing spoilers everywhere. People just feel the need to post just who are they rooting for these characters. Like as soon as moments happen, you're seeing headlines and like newspaper like all sorts of different things.
Yep.
Even sports talk radio. Spoilers. When is it safe to talk about spoilers? That was a question that came up today. I feel for a TV show, give it at least a week.
Okay.
Is my opinion. For movies, give it a couple of weeks. Just because life happens. Everyone doesn't have a chance to get out there. And they shouldn't have to be punished. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have been on the internet. Well, come on now. Sometimes people are just looking at other things and it comes up.
That's true. I can agree with that.
By the same token of what you said, I mean, people are going to do it no matter what because they're jerks.
Yeah.
Like they think it's funny.
Yeah.
Some people do it because they're actually trying to ruin it. Some people are doing it because they're trying to share their experience or whatever with people, and it's like
it's not as much of the experience as it is. Hey, I want to screw up somebody's day because I know that people are looking forward to this.
Yeah. So is that usually what you? So I'm not on social media except for my Twitter feed, and on my Twitter feed, Game of Thrones, like a post did come up which does tell what happens in episode 3.
Yeah.
And then Avengers, it's kind of like all over Instagram.
Oh my God, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but when I look through Instagram, I see a lot of them were like, hey, if you scroll past this, there are spoilers. And it's usually the first 2 panels.
Yeah.
So that way, in case it defaults to, and then the very last panel says the same thing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
But there are a lot out there that are.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with the week to 2 weeks on a TV show, and then maybe
a few weeks on a movie.
Yeah, maybe a month and a half.
Yeah.
2 months maybe, but I mean, there's so many people that just like to ruin stuff like that. And, as much as I can come across as like a jerk sometimes, some of the stuff I say, I don't really want to spoil or ruin anything for anybody.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just one of those things. I don't understand it.
So I don't
of
want to
why people get off on doing this stuff.
Yeah, and we've got a thread that's like years deep here, and usually we're pretty like conscious as to what's going on, and so we'll actually like check with each other, like, hey, like, have you seen it yet or no? So to respect the idea that like we want to talk to each other about it, but
right.
Obviously, if we hadn't had the time to see it, then we're not going to ruin it.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, we do it right, and other people should do the same thing.
They should follow the Idaho guys. Exactly.
Yeah.
We set the perfect example for everyone.
Yeah. And we're great examples. And so, hey guys, just follow us on every single one of our social media platforms.
And make sure you go out and see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to follow him. But realistically, though, like, if I'm being honest, I think a few weeks is too much. Right. I'm saying maybe 3 or 4 days
3 hours
on a TV show.
Why 3 or 4 days though?
7 days at most on a movie.
Why? Why do you feel the need to spoil something so soon?
No, and I'm not saying to proactively go. I'm saying that I think you should allow that window before you think that everyone's had the opportunity to watch it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think you should do that day. You know what I mean? Day one, like
immediately after
exactly
it ends.
Episode ends, and you're like, yo,
but
live studio audience, you all right?
But instead of
it's like blabbing it, circumcised.
Take that, Jorma.
Instead of blabbing it though to the internet, maybe you should find a group of friends or close personal friend or something.
Start a podcast.
That
don't compete with us though.
No, I'm just saying, like, maybe you should go and just talk to your friends as opposed to just going and putting it online.
No, and that's
like,
exactly.
Did you hear that this or that happened? It's like, all right, well, why do you have to shout it to the world?
One of our listeners, right, shot me a text at 11:30. Shout out to you, Billy.
Giving your number out to our listeners.
Okay. Yeah, Billy. Yeah.
His phone number is
shout out to Billy
1-800-555-4322.
Really?
Oh, Billy. Another Carey shout out.
Real quick poll. Cable guy, good or not good?
I haven't seen the whole thing.
Meh.
I think it's very underrated personally.
Really?
But anyway, back to the real topic.
Yeah. So so I get a text at about I think like 11:30. It airs at 9. Right? We're on the East Coast. And so I get a text about 11:30. Yo, did you watch it? And I responded no, and then no response. And it was all like thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that. That's Sunday night. And then what's today? Today's Tuesday, right? I got a text this morning saying like, yo, has it happened yet? And I appreciate the fact that, again, it wasn't just assuming that I was able to squeeze it in. You know what I mean? Like,
so I'm pretty sure he should have assumed.
Wherever it can fit.
No, I'm assuming he should have assumed. It's been, couple days now. He should have just spoiled it for you, man.
Yeah. And so that's
every meme.
And so that's one of those things where, again, right?
I'm just going based on your time frame. He should have just said screw it and just said,
well, no, because that was day 2. I said 3 to 4 days on a TV show. Come on, man. See? Don't use my own logic.
There's a difference. Sorry,
I'm gonna push you out of the chair.
Come on, Don Mancini.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. It was a stretch.
Yeah,
a very a Stretch Armstrong stretch.
Yeah, it's stretching like Sonic was stretching before he ran.
Yeah, before.
I didn't even get the joke.
Mancini, Don Mancini.
Yeah,
come on, man.
The director of Child's Play.
Yeah,
what about him?
because we talked about Child's Play.
Okay. Yeah, to call back to this episode.
Remember
You've
when?
Changed.
I know. It's like I don't even know you, Jorma.
Anyways,
good old Jorma.
But a few days before you go posting on social media, I'm not saying that run out and text your friend, but give them that window there, that courtesy.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say about a week on a solid 7-day week on a movie before you assume that like everyone's already seen it is that not everybody runs out opening weekend. You know what I mean?
Not everyone is us.
Even here, right? Like most times, I watch the movie Thursday. You guys watch the movie Friday, and that's just the way that our schedules line it up.
Yeah.
So I can't assume that everyone's gonna watch it right away. So give them that courtesy, man. Like let them enjoy it when they can.
I've been getting better, man.
That's not a comment on any of that whatsoever.
I went to see Us on Thursday.
Yeah,
I went to see Avengers on Thursday.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah.
I saw. All of us were there.
Yeah. It was all of us.
That's right. Doom.
Because we're.
You figured by now you know the joke, and you would have mouthed the mic.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I was gonna pick up the mic and put it up against his mouth.
Why?
Nice.
There, family, say it. Say it. There it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, how long do you guys think someone should wait before screwing up your entire life balance of entertainment and real world stuff? To the listeners, not to you guys.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
watching.
Repeat that.
I can't.
It's an inevitability.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I have no idea really what you said because
For the listener,
the way.
How long should people wait?
Oh, okay, it's a question to them.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's not to you guys. We just answered that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. It dusted.
Exactly.
Dust you.
It's like dust in the wind.
I was just saying it went like way over my head.
Oh, okay, got you that too. Let us know again what that window is for you guys. I think that is all the topics that I have, and nothing has like broken while we've been recording here, except for Showtime's The Shy got another season.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
neither do I, if I'm being honest.
Set in Chicago.
Every time I read that title, I read it as the Chi, and then I remember that it's a show.
Shang-Chi,
That's, So I'm like, oh no, it's the Shy. It's gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, anyways, I am Will. You can find me on Twitter at KryptonsWill. I hope you have a good night. You are?
I am Marvin. You can find me at The Artful Gent.
Yeah.
I am Adam. You can find me on Twitter at Adam_analyzes.
And also, they can find you on Ioho Sidetracked, right?
Yes, you can find Adam Analyzes on Ioho Sidetracked.
Boom.
And we're just starting up an Instagram for that. So
Yeah.
Nice.
more to follow on that.
All right.
Yeah.
So remember, guys, if you don't remember any of that, the one thing you can remember is go to inouronestopinion.com. All of that fun stuff's there.
.com.
Yeah. Use Lycos.
Don't.
Ask Jeeves.
I mean, our page is built with GeoCities.
I was thinking we were going to upgrade to Angel Fire. Nice.
That's the second Angel Fire
It is.
reference in 2 episodes. And then there's another reference that you made in the 2 episodes before that.
Yeah, that's what I do. Bring it back.
Anyways, this has been your Racial Chameleon. You have a great night.
Yeah, and R.I.P. John Singleton.
Yeah.
That's right. We forgot about that.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Sad.
Very sad. He was a good director.
Yep. All right. See y'all later.
See you.
Good night.